Hello, children and teenagers, to the Muslims, Assalamu alaikum, and to non-Muslims, welcome to today's video. Okay, so off the bat, I'm so excited to share with you what I have next to me. These three things are for you to take with you on your journey in life. All right, I need you to imagine that you've got a backpack with you, yeah? You know when you're going on holiday, or when you're going to Chesington, a theme park, or when you're going on a day trip with your school, and you take a backpack with you. You're going to take some stuff in there, right? You're going to take food with you, you're going to take drink with you, hopefully water is going to hydrate you. Now, there's something that I want you to take with you, and it's going to make your life beautiful. It's going to make your life spectacular, and most importantly, it's going to get you connected with God. Now, I'm a Muslim, so I believe in Allah, and I believe that Allah is the most kind and generous and beautiful, because that's what He's told us about Himself in the Quran. The Quran is a holy book for Muslims to read, and it's also a book for everyone to read so that they can get guidance. Now, here are the three things for you to take along yourself. My grammar today, along yourself. What I mean to say, here are three things for you to take with you on your journey. Here they are. They are faith, hope, and trust. Now, who are you going to have faith in? Who are you going to have hope in? And who are you going to have trust in? Because your mind and my mind and human being minds, what does it do, right? When you're going through a hard time in your school, when you're going through a hard time at home, when you're going through a difficult time, a painful time, what does the mind do? The mind, it wants to stay in the negativity. The mind, it doesn't want to look for the positive in the situation. It doesn't want to believe that something better is going to come from this difficult time. Now, if you take faith with you in your journey, if you take it along your way, oh my gosh, you're going to feel better. Inside of you, your emotions are going to feel better. You're going to feel calmer. You're going to feel steady. You're going to feel, I've got this. I can do this. Why? Because depending on who you've got your faith in, it will make all the difference. Okay, now, I believe that we need to have faith in the correct way. Now, what do I mean by this? If we have faith in something that's not even true, then it's not going to give us the great results. But if we have faith in something that is true, it's going to give us beautiful results. Now, I believe that God is true, 100%. I believe that He exists, and I believe that He's all living, and that He is the one that never sleeps. He is the all powerful. He never gets tired. So I believe if we have faith in God, with His power and His kindness that He has, His generosity that He has, the love that He has, I believe if we have faith in Him, our life and ourselves are going to just feel that much better. Now, I remember when I was a young person, because I didn't have that much understanding about Islam and not much faith about who God is, I had a lot of anxiety, and I used to feel down, and I used to feel like every week there's going to be bad news I'm going to hear. And this is in school time. This is when I was in secondary school. I feel like there's always going to be drama. There's always going to be negativity the next week. And so I wouldn't look forward to the next week. I wouldn't be looking forward to it at all, because I had anxiety. I had worry about it. But once I understood years later who Allah is, then I was like, actually, Allah, He wants good for us. Actually, no. God wants the best for us. So because God wants the best for us, I'm going to expect the best from God. And when you expect the best, guess what happens? You feel amazing. You feel spectacular. You feel at peace. You feel calm. And so let's have faith in God. That's what I'm inviting you to do. I'm inviting you to find out who God is. Really, who is God? You know? Where did we come from? Why are we here? What's going to happen in the next life? What's going to happen when we leave this life? what's going to happen? And so I believe that the Quran has all the answers, all of the answers. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience when you read the Quran. It opens you up to, I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? It opens you up to things that it makes all the puzzles in life come together and everything makes sense. So that's the first thing. I believe to have faith in God. And when you have faith in God, your life, the journey is just much more easier. The second thing that the book said, the books that I brought, is hope. To have hope that you are going to have a better life. That no matter what situation you are in, it is going to get better. To have hope in God. To have hope that God is going to get you through it. And, you know, when you do this, oh, it's a powerful, powerful experience. Your mind is feeling clear. You're feeling good. You know, you get to radiate that. You get to give good vibes to other people, and then they get to feel good and they get to feel better about their life. So I brought these 3 books because it's a great reminder for me when I'm looking at it as I go in my living room every day. And I also bought it so that whenever I've got guests, whenever I've got family and friends, they can read the title of the book and they can be like, yeah, faith, hope and trust. So have trust in God, have trust in Him, 100% absolute, no doubt in God, the one who loves us more than anything. What do I mean by love? As in, He wants the best for us. That's why He sent the Quran. He sent the guidance. He sent us a way of life. He sent us a way of life, so that we can feel what? We can feel we've got this. We can feel ready for life. We can feel that whatever happens in our life is okay because God is going to handle it. God has got our backs. God is protecting us from our back, from our front, from the side, from above. He's got us. And so I really want this message, you know, for young people, for teenagers and children, because I know that a lot of them, I know a lot of you have anxiety. I know a lot of you worry about your future. You worry about your exams, because I speak to the students. I'm a teacher for the past more than 17 years. So I know what students go through because you guys have told me. Students always tell me like they're worried about, I mean, not that they've always told me, but they've told me over the years that they're worried about what's going on at home. They're worried about with their exams. They're worried about, you know, what's going on in the world and what it means for them. And man, I know exactly what you guys are talking about, because it's overwhelming. When you're young, yeah, it's overwhelming, especially if you don't have, you know, someone, you know, when you haven't had someone teach you the right guidance, the right way. And so that's what the Quran does. And I really encourage every single human being to read the Quran. It is the most fantastic book you will read in your life. It's the words of Allah. It's the words of God. I mean, these are words from God to us specifically. I just think that's so beautiful. So listen, let me go back to the beginning of the video when I said that this is a journey that we're all going on in life. It's a journey, it's a ride we're going on in life. And so in this journey, we're going to need some stuff, right? We're going to need some stuff. We're going to need to pack some stuff with us. So what should we take with us, right? There's so many things that we can take with us. There's so many things that we can take with us. But the thing is, none of them can we take with us to the grave, you know? When we leave this life, yeah? When our bodies, you know, they've come to their end of times. We can't take anything from this life, man, but we can take faith. And you know, we believe as Muslims that the Prophet, the last messenger of God, he said to us that when death comes to you, have faith in God, have trust in God, you know, because when you got to see it as this way, when we're going through a transition, we're going to be a bit worried, like, oh my gosh, like what's about to happen? Right? We don't know like what's going to be waiting for us on the other side. But the Prophet, he says, peace and blessings be upon him. He says, have faith, have trust in God. And I just think that's so beautiful, because you're literally going to be by yourself. When you're going to that next part of, you know, life, you know, you're leaving this life and then you're going to go to another life, you're going to be wondering, okay, like, it's going to be quite scary perhaps, right? Actually, I've experienced near-death experience. I've experienced that, a near-death experience, and man, it was scary. I was thinking, oh man, like the sins that I've done, the mistakes, like, you know, sins that I've done in my life, like, is God going to forgive me? And like, you know, and I was trying to build up hope that God is going to forgive me. And so like that saying that the prophet said to us, when he said to have faith, to have trust in God. And by the way, the exact wording that he said, I haven't memorized it, so I'm paraphrasing it here. I'm not giving you the exact wordings, but I hope to write it in my comments below. I will definitely write it, the saying that he said. So listen, I really hope that the young people, children and teenagers, I really hope that you guys, you know, you can quiet your mind when it wants to bring in negativity, when your mind wants to bring in complaints, when it wants to bring in drama. I hope that you can quiet that noise down, you can quiet that voice, you can quiet the words, the thoughts, yeah, and that you can transform it, you can change it into faith, and you can change it into trust, and you can change it into hope. That is the best wishes that I have for you, because Islam has been the most incredible blessing for me. And when I've got something so great going on, I want to share it. I want to share it. But for the past 17 years, that's a loud car, isn't it? That's a very loud car. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Probably you could. For the past 17 plus years that I've been teaching, I wasn't able to talk about God in the classroom because we've been told by the managers to not bring in religion into the classroom unless we are a religious educator, and that's who we are as a teacher, teaching religious education. But apart from that, if we're teaching English, as I was teaching English, if we're teaching psychology, then not to bring in our personal belief, not to share our personal belief about who God is and what our religion is, and to, to share it and to talk about it for a long time. So I used to always feel like, man, I wish I can talk about this to my students, man, because it's the best thing. It's the best thing. So I used to always feel like, teaching English was amazing. I love it. But I always felt like there was something missing. There was something missing, like a big part was missing. And that was talking about God, talking about Allah. And that's one of God's name is Allah. So I'm sorry, by the way, that I'm speaking with like how I'm speaking, by the way. It's because like this is my second video that's going to be uploaded, and I do get nervous in doing a video. I don't know if you guys, some people are like, really? You was nervous? But yeah, like I do get nervous, but like I had to do this. I had to bring myself to do this because it's like the most important message that I could ever talk about to any human being. And I just believe to share what's good. And like if it was my last day on life, if it was my last day and I was asked, Sahar, what is something that you would say to the world? What is something you would tell human beings? I swear to you, I would say to you, get to know who God is, have a relationship with God, because it is the most beautiful experience and the best experience that you will have. And you know what, man, it gets better, because not only in this life will you have a good life, and by the way, there's going to be tests too. But still, even with those tests, there's positives in those tests. If you look for the positives, you will find the positives. Not only will you have a good life in this life, but man, there's paradise. Or there's Jannah. In Arabic, we call it Jannah. We call paradise Jannah. There is paradise waiting for you with your name on it. And this paradise has everything. think that you want and that you wish and that you desire. There's no gossip, there's no hatred, there's no envy, there's no drama and complaints. There's good, positive vibes. There's peace, and more than that, there's things that your mind hasn't thought of. And you know, even in this life, there's things as young as you are, your children and your teenagers, there's things that you haven't experienced yet in life. And there's things that you haven't thought about yet in this life. And when you see that, you're going to be, wow, this is amazing when you get to experience that. Because listen, I'm telling you, life does get better. Life does get better. Don't ever worry about the future. Don't ever worry. Don't ever think something's bad, like your life is going to be bad for the rest of your life. Don't ever feel like if you're going through something now that's really painful and really bad, that's going to be your situation for life. What I'm saying to you, yeah, that this life can get better. You got to believe in that as a possibility. You got to believe that is a possible thing that can happen to you. You got to really dig deep and ask yourself, man, like, what can I be grateful for? What's the good in this situation? What can I thank God for? You know, so if you've got eyes, thank God for the eyes, because the eyes are more powerful than a camera. You know, if you've got health, say thank you God for health, because you're able to walk easily and get from place A to place B easily. And if you don't have health, thank God that, for example, I know some people who don't have health and they say thank God that my situation, my life is not worse than what it could be, that there's other people that have got it worse than me, and so thank God that I don't have that. And then that makes us connected with people who are going through even worse situations, and it makes us want to help those people who are in worse situations. So if you've got food on your table, if you've got food every single day, then it makes you feel grateful, and it makes you want to give food, and it makes you want to do better, and it makes you want to be a better person for other people who don't have food. It makes you want to give money to the people who don't have food. It makes you want to give food to the people who don't have food. And so there's things in paradise that we have never seen. There's things that we've never heard. There's things that we've never experienced. Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, like, the sky in this life is so beautiful. The sky is so large. The sun is beautiful. So I'm just like, wow, what's waiting for us in paradise? What's waiting for us in paradise? And I don't know about you, but I get excited. I don't know if you're getting excited. Are you getting excited with me? If you're getting excited with me, please give me a like. Please give me a like. Not so that I can be like, ha, yeah, I've got a like. Not because of that, but just so I know that we're connecting here. You know, we're having a heart-to-heart here. You know, that's what I want, you know, human to human. I want us to have real conversations that are meaningful, you know, conversations that make our life better, you know, and make other people's lives better. So man, oh man, listen, I'm telling you, young people, I'm telling you. And I don't like to use the word, you know, when I say young people, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, because I know some children, if you say to a child, you're a baby, they're like, I'm not a baby, don't call me a baby, you know. So I don't know if there's some teenagers or children, if I'm calling you guys young people, and you're saying, I'm not young, I'm not saying it in a way where, you know, I want to cause offense, like I'm trying to offend you. I'm not trying to offend you at all. So listen, I hope, man, I hope that, you know, God makes the words that I've said to reach your heart, man, and to do something for you, to do something in your emotions, to do something for you in your mind, but in a positive way. That's what I want. I don't want it in a negative way. And if it does come into a negative way, I hope you can change it to a positive way, you know, because I know how the mind is. The mind's going to be like, is what she's saying true? Is it, like, you know, is it really true that life can get better? You know, is it really true that paradise, you know, is waiting for me, and that, you know, there's things that we've never seen and things that we've never tasted, and that we're going to get everything that we want, you know? So I know what the brain can do. Because in the Quran, you know, Allah's words, it tells us that Shaitan, the devil, he's going to come and he's going to whisper to us, because he wants to make us doubt God. He wants us to make us feel like and think that God is not telling us the truth, but God is telling the truth. I mean, there's no one that needs to lie they like, sorry, what I mean to say is Allah has no need to lie. I mean, if there's one who wasn't going to lie, that's going to be Allah. He has no need to exaggerate or to lie. He has no need for whatsoever. He's not scared of us. He's not fearful of us. He's the all-powerful, you know, and he's the all-loving, and he's the all-kind, and he's the all-compassionate. So get to know God is what I'm saying to you. And, you know, I hope that you stay around, you know, on my YouTube channel, my TikTok, my Instagram. I hope you stay around for this journey, because I want to keep on bringing these messages, because I just want to share the best. I just want to share the best with you, and to, you know, to show you that life does get better. It really, really, really does. All right then, thanks for watching, man. Seriously, thanks for giving me your time. Thanks for putting trust in me, you know, like to share with you. And, you know, all the best to you, all the best to you, and have a great, great day. And if you're watching from a place where it's night time for you, have a great, great night. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.